If you're new to the channel, my name's Dino, and with my partner Adam and our fur baby Twyla, we've been travelling around Australia in our Ford Transit camper van part-time for the last 4 years. Unfortunately, just recently our van broke down, and with that we decided we were going to sell our house, buy a new van and go full-time at the end of this year, which we decided to go with an Emu RV, which is getting built as we speak, and we'll be picking it up really soon. But before then, we'll still be releasing our weekly episodes on a Sunday at 5 p.m, travelling in our Jimny, doing tent camping, an occasional Airbnb, and even a hotel. So if you enjoy the great outdoors, camp cooking, the occasional country bakery, come with us as we keep travelling Australia one town at a time. Now let's return to this week's episode. Welcome to Port Adelaide. We've just arrived in Port Adelaide and we're going to take you around in this episode and show you what you can see down here, what is pet friendly, what isn't pet friendly. There's going to be a lot that isn't, so unfortunately, sorry Twyla.
I'll be dog sitting.
Yes,
and then behind us is the Port Adelaide Lighthouse, which we'll
check out first. But we did arrive here last night. We couldn't find anywhere to stay that was pet friendly nearby.
So we are staying in the CBD at a hotel.
Yeah, which is a pet friendly one, and we'll go back to last night now and then we'll catch you back up here in a second.
So we're staying at the hotel behind us, so it's the Adabco Boutique Hotel. Last minute find, we were looking for a place actually for, particularly a caravan park for our tent. But it's seemingly very hot the next few days. It's 31 for a few days straight, so we thought with Twyla, and it's going to be too warm for her to be outside in a tent.
And you know, if you want to come and see Adelaide, we've done 2 episodes here already. Once staying on the beach, down in, where was that?
We stayed at the Brighton
Caravan Park, and then an Airbnb.
It's probably around about a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, so we'll put both those episodes at the end of this, so you can see what we got up to last time, and then we're just going to do those few things we didn't get to do last time this time. Anyway, let's go check in. Okay, so we're just waiting to be led into our room. Twyla's just having some refreshments, and she was playing a game of chess with Adam. No, I'm joking. Twyla's fallen asleep while she waits for her room. Come on, Twyla. You're a bit sleepy. Alright, we're on the second level, I think, aren't we?
Middle level, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so this is our room. Ooh, it's a bit la-di-da, nice TV. A little bit of a view out the window. What I love is a full cover over the blind so we can have a nice sleep in. And out there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's a good size.
Yes.
Did you just say there's chips, chocolate, water, complimentary?
Well, that's good. At least you don't have to pay for it. And then in here is the bathroom. So yeah, that looks really, it's got everything you need, and the shower's a nice size too, which is good. Adam's happy now. Why are you happy for, Adam?
Well, a Kit Kat each.
Because you found the chocolates. 2 Kit Kats.
And if you do bring your dog here, there is an additional charge. It's $80 extra per stay, not per night.
Yeah, so if you're here for the week, you only pay the $80. If you're here for one night, you pay the $80.
Yeah.
All right, we're here for 2 nights. We're not having the most exciting day today. We just popped out to grab something small to eat. We've got our episode starting at 4:30. Normally it's 5:30, but because we're in Adelaide, we're half an hour behind Melbourne time. And we've just come down to a local cab, which is literally not even a 5-minute walk away. And we're just got something small to eat to get us through. Then later tonight we might cook something up if we're hungry still in the actual hotel itself. Look at this. This is what we've got. So it's just a small pizza that looks really good. And then we've got some wedges, and Adam got himself a, what is it, a lemon lime bitters.
The usual.
And I got myself a beer. And where are we, Adam? Can you pronounce the name?
No. Basically walk one block down.
Yeah.
From the hotel.
Yeah. There it is backwards.
Giancarlo?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Quite a few people here.
Yeah, gym part.
All
Reading
right.
it backwards side. So
Yeah, backwards
glass.
side. You're meant to be Italian, mister.
I know, but it's backwards. So.
All right, so this is the lighthouse here. You can pay $20 to go up in it and look at the history of it. And we'll go around and just have a look. Looks like they're doing a lot of works over here. But, oh, you might be able to look inside.
83 stairs to the top, and they do tours here.
Yes.
We'll take a glance through the window.
Oh yeah, there's the stairs there. Like Adam was saying, 83 steps to the top. It's a bit of a walk up. And it's just curving in every single window you can find.
It says the lighthouse was first lit in 1869, stood at the entrance to the Port River. Prefabricated in England and shipped to South Australia in pieces. It replaced the lightship Fitzjames, which has been moored at the mouth of the Port River.
Oh, there you go.
There's more to it.
Yeah.
There is an illustration.
That's all the information you're getting for free, Adam.
That was, I'm not a tour guide.
Because you don't want to pay you $20 to go in. Port Adelaide is absolutely huge, so this is just one part of it along the water. I want to check out this boat. Pretty cool looking boat here. Not much information on it, sorry guys. But it does have South Australia Maritime Museum, so it must be part of that. Maybe you can come do a tour on it or something, I don't know. But very interesting to look at. Been blessed with the weather. Weather is amazing. So now we're just going to walk down to the shops. It looks like there's plenty of places to eat and drink around here. We're going to get something for breakfast and then decide what we're going to do for the day. There's some really interesting buildings around here. Love looking at these old buildings. And then great spot if you want to have a drink. A bit early for that one for us, but we're just going to head into town. It's pretty quiet around here today, but it is a Monday. This is the back of that building we were just looking at. And it looks like it's a bit of an art precinct around here. And then we just noticed there was a pretty big mural on the wall over here. Looks like this might be the start of a walk. Look at this, bit of an art trail. How cool does this look? So you got the boats here, the old buildings. Very interesting things you find when you're exploring. It's a nice piece of artwork here. They got the lighthouse we just seen, and we just walk past this. They keep left. Another interesting building. It's huge. Ooh, this looks good. All day breakfast. Alright, so this is the menu, and to what I can see, it's actually really reasonable, the prices for this area. Alright, Adam, you've gone very exciting.
Yes.
Bit of toast. With jam.
Toasted jam. Well, I could have gone the red wine jam. I'm like,
Interesting.
yeah, but I'm like,
No. And then I've got eggs. It's eggs and bacon with a relish. Look at all that relish. It's a lot. Well, that was just what the doctor ordered. Really nice coffee and enjoyed my meal. Do I even ask you, Adam, if you enjoyed it?
sourdough is really nice. Sometimes sourdough can be too overcooked, and it's just like a brick trying to eat the crust. But it was a happy medium of like a bit of chew, but
oh, that's good.
Not too much effort. Which sounds kind of corny.
Now that's where we just ate, just across there, and then now we are sitting in front of, and I'll show you the building in a second. We're sitting in front of the Maritime Museum, and so we're going to take it in turns. So it's not pet friendly, but We got there's heaps of seating out the front. It's all in the shade, which is nice. So we can just take it in turns. I'll go in first, and then Adam will go after me. All right, I'm about to go in, but Adam's come up with a brilliant idea to save $1.
Well, everyone loves a discount.
And especially with the price of petrol. It's got to be the common theme in our episodes going forward.
So there is the South Australian museums in the port offer or discount deal. So essentially you go to their website, but it does get information here, but it does basically say essentially you can visit one of the museums and mention, I think you're going to mention it, or they may mention it, a ticket for the first place. You'll then be able to then get discounted tickets, 25% off the next, I think 1 or 2 museums.
Yeah.
The other options like the Railway Museum or the Aviation Museum, save $1 that way.
Right, so this is the building it's in. It's absolutely stunning. Look at this. And then up here they got, as you walk in, look at these. Adam pointed out, you got these 3 guys up here. This one barely looks 16. He's got a tattoo on his chest, tattoo on his arm, cigarette in his mouth. Must have been from quite a bit of time ago. And then over here, I was really interested in this. You see the scar trees where they cut out these pieces of bark basically to turn into canoes to go. And he's got his spear there. How cool is that? So we might get to see something like that inside. Anyway, let's head in and check it out. Oh, and this, by the way, is what Adam was talking about. So they're all connected, all these museums. So you can go check them all out and get the cheaper price. First walk in, you're greeted with the gift shop. So if you want to buy anything, I'm sure this is where you can grab something on the way out. Now we're going to go into the actual museum itself and check it out. How awesome are these? All from the boats. So it actually tells you where they're from and the year. Built in 1844. Woof. Then they've got a few more down this end. Look at these. These are amazing. Then in the same room as these, you've got the actual boat, one of the boats here. Look how huge this is. I'm going to go on board. Now there's a school going through at the moment, so if you hear all that screaming and yelling in the background, that's just a school. Sorry about that. So here they've got the canoe that we saw out the front in that picture, and the spear as well. So developed in the 1770s. Check out this cannon. Look at this. It's like a mini cannon. It's so cool. Besides the museum itself, I've come downstairs to this old building and check out this. These are what are holding the building up and probably have been for a very, very long time. So not is just the museum interesting, but the building itself is just absolutely amazing. Through here, they've got how it would have been underneath the boat. Look at the sleeping quarters they would have had. Oh, been very, very squashy. I mean, at least you got your own bed, I suppose. And here you've got people on the boat playing and dancing, drinking. And here they're showing you how the cabins would have looked on these boats. And have a look at this. Pretty cramped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds. You can see the ocean out there going by, and this is what you'll be washing yourself in. And look at that. Now we're going a little bit more modern. So we've stepped up in the world a little bit here, and even the sink looks a little bit more like now, I suppose. Oh, this one's even got a phone and a set of drawers. Look at that. There are plenty of model ships here to learn about, read about, because you've got the wood and you can smell the wood above you, and it just really feels like you're on the boat. Wow, this is showing how they recovered this anchor. It's incredible, and the size of it is huge. Look at this. It is so large, and because of it's been underwater so long, it almost looks like it's timber. But I think it's just where it's corroded away. But this is how huge it is. Look at this. Very better understanding of the size. This is me. This is it. It is massive. This is such a great view of the ship from upstairs. Look at this and the sails. It looks absolutely incredible. I haven't been on there yet. I've been waiting for the kids to move away. They're all just hanging down there doing their schooling. But I'm going to go back to that soon. But for now, I'm going to head through to here and take a look what they got. And this one looks like it might be the Queen. Oh, and look at that. It is. It's the Wave Queen. And this here is probably one of the biggest model ships I think I've ever seen in my life. Look at the size of it. It is huge. And it's in a beautiful grand casing. Look at that. Imagine diving. This looks like it would weigh an absolute ton. Definitely take it to the bottom of the ocean. Bit of information about it. Imagine wearing this at the Steampunk Festival in Dambulla next year. I think I'd come first prize in dressing up, but I don't think they'll let me have it. Here they've got a dolphin skeleton. One thing I found very interesting is they've actually got a real dolphin brain here. By the looks of it. So it's been sliced and you can see how big their brains are. Very intelligent animal. All right, I'm now going to go onto the ship. Let's go take a look. And you can even go down into it. We'll head on board. All right. So this is it here. It looks like we're in the middle of the ship right now. And this is probably where they would have kept all their cargo. Let's go up into the next part. Back on the top deck, this is where they would store their water for their baths and things. Oh, better put that on right. And then up here is where they would have steered the ship. All right, and then we've got another room down here also. So in here looks like sleeping quarters and somewhere they would have eaten. Oh, we're at the front of the ship. And they do have another part underneath down here, which just has seating in the front. And then in here is where the cook would prepare meals. So you can see down there, it has the stove. As you leave the museum, you can go through the gift shop. They had some really great items for sale, so you can check all them out before you leave. So we're just walking to our next museum, and check this out. We found another bank, a Bank of Adelaide. Look at that. So I've got my little passport here, and these are the 4 museums we want to go check out. One of them we might only go have a look at. We might not go in, but I want to try to get to all these today. And because we went to that one, we get our stamp. So there it is there. I got my first stamp, and now I get a discount for the other 3. All right, we've just arrived to the National Railway Museum. Adam's going to take a seat here. Like we said, these places aren't pet friendly, but there is a seat for Adam to sit on until I get back out, and then we'll swap, and then Adam will go in. But I will film my experience so you can see what it's like in there. The prices, if you want to know how much, plus you get a discount with that passport that I'm using. Okay, I'm in, and here we go. Look at this, I feel like I'm right at a train station. Well, technically there is a train station behind this. So anyway, we'll go in, and we'll have a look around. Looks like they've even got a bit of a cafeteria here. Wow, this place is insane. Check the size of these trains out. They're huge. And they've actually built proper platforms for them so you can walk alongside and take a look. This is awesome. Oh, I just heard a cow. Look at this. I'm in a scene from Harry Potter, but unfortunately you can't go up on this one. But you can see there inside how complicated all the things were in there back in the day. And this is where the coal would have gone into. The one we just looked at, this is all the information and what it's carrying along the back. And then the one that's on this side, which is all the here and there, is this one here. You've got your smoking lounge, look at that. Then you've got where you would have slept. out. And these are also chairs when they're folded up. All right, now we've got something a little bit more classier and with the Art Deco feel about it. Now this is the Overlander. Now I'm pretty sure this is the one that had the big smash that we saw down in Victoria, one of the towns we visited. Everyone from that town went and helped people off the train and helped with all the injured people. I think that was it. But anyway, it's a pretty nice looking carriage. Then we've got another steam train here. Look at this. Actually, not one, but two. It'd be good if they could let you on board some of these, but anyway. What is it about these old trains that are just so beautiful? You know, I don't know if they look like a piece of art. They literally look like a piece of art. Oh, and look, here's a story about Bob the railway dog. And this is Bob here. You can probably Google the story if you want to read about it, but it looks like he travelled quite a bit. This is Bob, and they're just talking about his story at the moment, but this is his actual collar itself. And yeah, he used to ride the railways, and the stories about him are pretty amazing. So definitely, if you get a chance, have a Google. And I think that's the map of where he travelled. And here's another bit of his story here, if you want to pause and have a read. There are so many old trains in here. If you're a train fan, you are going to love this place. It's absolutely jam-packed, full of trains. Woohoo! Oh, it's time to leave. Right, we're about to go into this carriage here, the dining car. Look at this. So this is the first one I've been able to walk into. So let's head up. This is what it looks like from the outside. And let's head up inside. And we're about to go into where they used to get the food ready. So we've got the sink here. And then through here you've got the kitchen. Look how huge the kitchen was. Massive. Imagine that. Pots and pans shaking around. And then you've got fridges down there. So just down the end. I don't know if they would have been electric or if they would have been, you know, just big blocks of ice. Don't know. Then we'll head on through to the next carriage. Then we've got the dining. Look how luxurious this looks. It looks absolutely stunning. Bit of an Art Deco vibe again. And then around here, we've got some of the dishware they would have used back in the day on this carriage. Look at that. Reminds me of the dishware they pulled up for the Titanic. You can see the map of Australia on there. How interesting. But yeah, what an experience. They brought this back to life. They've also got the Adelaide railway clock here. And down on the base is where people could sit around it. And there's actually a photo of it when it was at the station over here. And it has a little bit of information if you want to have a bit of a read about it. Now, going right around the museum is a train track where they do have a miniature train that goes around. It's about to take off. It's leaving in 10 minutes, so hop on board and yeah, you can go around. So the adults and kids can go hop on that. But why not hop on board and get a free train ride? All right, we're taking off. Here we go. And we're going to be going past the actual rail station. That was the train ride. I thought, why not get on board? And I really enjoyed that. Well, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed my time here. I think families will love this, adults, everyone. It's just a great place to come and see the old trains and some newer, and even have a go like I just did on the tracks. And they also have lots of gifts to look at the gift shop. All right, we've got the aircon pumping. Twyla's getting really hot because it's about over 30 degrees. So yeah, it's 32. We're got the aircon going. We've put the cover up. Well, we could put a towel, but it's working.
Makeshift cover.
And
29 for the whole day.
29. So we're just trying to cool Twyla down before we go to lunch.
Actually, it's 30 at 5 o'clock.
Oh, God.
And then tomorrow's also 30.
Yeah, and that's why we're not in our tent this weekend.
next couple
of days. We found where we're going to go for lunch today, which is this Port Hotel, which is just down from where the Lighthouse is, that we saw this morning. So this looks good. It was built in 1849. We like it for its nice shaded undercover area. It's all green here. Doesn't look beautiful. It's even got a piano if someone wants to play it.
There's a huge selection on the menu. It's double-sided, A3.
Yeah, look at this. It is absolutely massive. And then you flip it over. Even more, you're definitely spoiled for choice here. And look, they've even got a dog menu. And they've got these great desserts. And then on top of all that, if you come during the day, particular days, they've got this light menu, which
Monday till Friday.
Adam's going to be eating from. He's going to get the Thai salad, and I think I'm going to do the bangers and mash. Looks good. Oh, look at this. This looks amazing. It's exactly how it looked in the picture. Even better, actually. And look at yours, Adam. Yours looks. This is meant to be a light lunch, but this looks amazing.
It's a generous serving.
It's great. So what was yours again? Yours was the
Thai salad.
Thai salad. Is that pork belly?
It is. Yeah, chili, coriander.
Mine's such a generous serve. Look at this. Looks so good. And I've got my broccolini. We both love broccolini. So Twyla, oh, she's eating flies again. It's her new favourite food. This was such a great venue if you're with the dog. Having all this undercover area out the back. Just really nice spot to come and eat. And we really enjoyed our meals. So come along if you're around the area and grab something to eat. Just on the way back to the gym now, found this building. It was built in 1866. Just arrived to the Clipper ship. So this is it here, how it originally looked. And you can come here and look through it. And it's like I've got a museum inside. So this is it here, out of the water.
So this is a hybrid, wood over iron. It was the world's first composite clipper passenger ship, and it's the last oldest one left in the world.
And there it is in all its glory. It's pretty amazing. Got another boat here you can look at. I wouldn't mind going down and seeing those. Now, that was one place that was actually going to let us take Twyla on for a tour, and it was just about to close, and he was more than happy to take us. It was so nice.
But we didn't want to hold him
back. We didn't want to hold him back, and two, it's very hot on the boat. So the boat was how old was it?
160
years old. And it's the only boat left like it in the world, and it's a hybrid, so it's a metal frame, and then it has iron frame,
with the wood cladding.
It's amazing. It looks fantastic, and definitely would love to have gone on it.
And when the Clipper strip was running, it migrated around 4,000 people to Australia.
Well, there you go. Your family could have been on there.
Well, yours too as well.
Actually, yeah, maybe it's probably mine. All the prisoners
it'll carry around 300 people at a time per voyage.
But before we leave, I thought I'd come down and show you the old cranes that used to get all the cargo off the boats, or off the ships, I should say. You can see there's pigeons living in it now. There they all are, hanging out, waiting for some lunch. This is the one I've been waiting for. We're at the Aviation Museum, and it was one of our viewers, Greg, that told us about this last time we come. He said, you missed out. When you were in Adelaide, you should have gone, because he knows I love these kind of museums. So here we are. We're going to go in now. Adam's going to try to get Twyla in. I don't like his chances. But anyway, I'm definitely going in. So this is the first one you get to see as you enter the car park. Here we are. This is the one I wanted to come see. Check it out. It looks so awesome. I'm so excited. Can you tell? It says, please do not touch. But I tell you, I'm so tempted. I'll probably be kicked out of here by the end of this. And look at these huge bombs on it. And there's a couple of smaller ones. Wow. And then look at these. Whoa. This is amazing. You just don't realise how huge these things are once you're up close to them. And then look at this. This looks like something from Star Wars. Look at those jets. Wow. That's where you see all that fire come out of. Oh, and it looks like this one, the wings bend up or fold up. So then it probably can go onto a boat. Or a ship, I should say. Here you go, look at this. So many to look at. Look at this. There's a few different hangars. I'm gonna have a go at this. Whoa! Look at that. And it's all timber. And this is what would have been on this kind of craft. So you press the button, you can see how it works. This is really impressive. The F11C, I'll call it. This is it here. But now we'll look at the real thing. A little bit different, this one. I think the wings come out from the side. And then here's one of the missiles. A little bit of information there. Now look at these jets at the back of this one. They're huge. Look at that. Well, I like the colour of this one. So this is, must be this one here. And nice and bright. Famous Spitfire. This is it here. Then we've got the Royal Australian Air Force. Now, I've got a feeling this one we might be able to go up in size, so hopefully we can. And check out this one at the back. It's huge. That is like nearly a full-size plane in here. Whoa. So this is it here. Head up and go check it out. Oh, look at this setup. I'll have a wine, thanks. Right, let's go inside and have a look. Right, first things first. We've got our serving station. And then all the seating. Oh, excuse me, just coming past. They've removed some of the seats here to put in some photos of when it was in action. There we go. Here's some of the equipment they would have used, which would have sat most likely in this room here. In here, and then we've got another door, and then the pilot seat. There we go. And if you do come here with kids and they're under 4, they can have one of these to fly around while they check the museum out. Now into our next hangar, hangar number 2. This is still part of hangar 2. And whoa, we thought the last plane was massive. This is huge. Look at that. We get to that, let's look at this one. This looks pretty awesome also. And I think this is the biggest one we're looking at today. I'm definitely going up in this. This is awesome. Alright, I don't know too much about this plane, but all I can tell you is it looks like there's bedding and sleeping in there, and a spot for a table to eat and drink, and maybe like a kitchenette, it looks like. And then through here you got a couple more tables. Looks like someone who's going to be looking out the window here. There is some buttons and things there. And then over here, I'm not too sure if this is like maybe where they used to drop things to, well, I don't know if they'd be explosives or if they would actually be, you know, care packages and things like that. And then over here, Definitely a big command center. Look at that. They've got their headphones, the satellite. They would have been looking out for different things, spying, all different things. This would be useful. And then at the front, you've got obviously the cockpit. And look at all those computers on the side there of the other side of the wall. Just a little bit of advice. Do not come to this place when it is 30 degrees plus. It is boiling. This is another one I'm excited about having a look at, and another one that is absolutely huge. 45 years of operation. Let's go have a look inside. This thing's huge. Look at it. That's one of the swings over there. And there's a kangaroo. We'll go inside. Wow. Woo. So lots of seats. These will fold down. You can sit on here. You can hold cargo in this. And this is where they'll push the cargo out of. Or put cargo on. And it would go over. Woo! And this is it here. So this is the door that comes down to close. But yeah, this is pretty cool that they let you come up here. And look, there's even a cord here. That's obviously probably what you had to attach yourself to. I don't know. But, and here it is flying. Look at that. That's where I just worked. He's hanging out. Woo! And then you got the front here. And here it comes to land. Look at it go. And you've got plenty of things you can purchase in the gift shop. We might buy a tea towel. I'm going to go this one here. Look at this. What a cool tea towel. Grab one of those. Well, I absolutely loved it. I brought a couple of drinks, plus the tea towel. And obviously not pet friendly, but at the same time, they were nice enough to put Adam and Twyla in a really nice shady spot. And they said they can use the bathrooms, and also, well, not so much Twyla to use the bathrooms, although she did use them out the front. And also, Adam could get a nice cold drink. So now we've come only 10 minutes from everything we've seen today to the Discovery Park. This is where we wanted to actually stay in a cabin. If we had had our van, we would have definitely stayed here. Unfortunately, neither, well, we couldn't because we didn't have a van, and two, the cabins were booked out. But we wanted to show you this because you can literally camp here. It's right on the beach, and we're going to show you that now. And also, we'll walk you through the park so you can have a look. And it's a great place to stay. It's pet friendly, and it's only 10 minutes from all 4 attractions that we've gone and seen today. So you got the cabins here, large and small. Now these are the powered sites, which are, you know, standard size with power. These cabins actually face onto the water, so you can get them if you're lucky enough. You can see the water just over that fence there. Some undercover barbecue areas. And these are the ensuite sites. Now we'll take you to the beach that backs onto the park, and we might let Twyla get her feet wet. I made it to the beach. Now this is the beach that's just behind the caravan park, and dogs are allowed on here as long as they're on lead, which we've got Twyla on lead. Look how beautiful this beach looks.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from...
Alright, time for the foot rinse off and Twyla rinse off. You're first, Twyla.
And your belly.
And your belly. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. We've just driven 2 minutes literally down the road to come check out the pier. And we found a few other things while we've been here. Is it time for an ice cream and a walk on the pier?
It is.
It's a really nice pier too, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, well, let's head over here. We saw this from a mile away. I thought we'd definitely have to come here. The lightsavers are out. It is pretty hot, so everyone's coming down after work because it's a Monday and coming for a swim and having a dip. From a very big day, and what do you got? All this? What's this? We're going to do our washing, aren't we?
They got his laundry here as well.
Yeah.
A washing machine and a dryer.
So we thought we'd take advantage of it and do our washing. So back we go into the hotel. Okay, Adam's put the washing on and now we've walked out. It's getting dark now. We're walking out to dinner a couple of blocks away. And one thing I've got to show you later, but they give you a pamphlet when you go to the hotel and it tells you pet-friendly places where you can eat around town and pet-friendly things to do. So anyway, we're going to head to a Thai restaurant for dinner. All right, so this is the menu. It has quite a variety, but Adam and I love our Thai food, so I'm pretty sure we know exactly what we want, even though it might look a bit different when it comes out because it's not our ordinary place we go to. But the menu looks really good. Cheers. All right, our meals are here. This is beef cheek, red curry, and it looks amazing. We've just got some steamed rice. And then here, we've got chicken pad thai to go alongside it. So look at this chicken on the side. It looks beautiful. All right, well, let's get into this. Very dark now, sorry about the lighting. But we'd definitely give this place the King Dino's thumbs up. It was the best meal since we've been on the road and some of the best Thai I've ever had. So if you get a chance to come here, definitely have some because it was perfect. This little strip here of grass is where Twyla's been using the bathroom. So if you come here, that's out the front. If you're as fussy as Twyla.
Oh, the grass.
Yeah, I was saying that's Twyla's toilet area. Yeah, it's pet friendly. So from the doors of the place, just across the road, great spot for your dog to go. Just make sure you pick up after yourself. We're ready to leave. We've packed bags. We're slowly getting ourselves organised. And we have one little problem. We don't know where we're going. So next week's episode, who knows where we could end up. But I just said to Adam, we'll just go put some money in the car meter and spend the next hour trying to find another camp spot. We want to help back into the tent maybe, or maybe get an Airbnb. Who knows what we're going to be doing next week. So stay tuned and you'll find out. All right, Adam, have you worked out where we're going next?
We're heading to...
Oh, we shouldn't tell them. We should keep it a surprise. What do you reckon?
Next week, you'll see.
Next week, you'll find out. Stay tuned. And on to the next adventure.
Yes, and don't forget to like, subscribe. What else?
Tell your friends about us.
And tell friends about us. And see you Sunday at 5 p.m.
Bye.